Day 3 of Face of the Day, February. Time to randomly select what I will be putting on my face today. Since I got rid of the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, I'm going to be selecting a new mascara. So eyes are closed, dumping the bag out. First one I touch is the Smashbox X-Rated mascara. So this is what we're going to be using, hopefully for the remainder of the experiment, because I really kind of want to find a mascara that doesn't make my under eye look awful. Moving on to eye products, I used a palette yesterday, so now I'm going to utilize my single shadows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select an item from my Z palette, and then I'm also going to get a single shadow from in here. So let's just get everything out. And organized. Okay, so for my primer, Urban Decay Anti-Aging. For my brows, Glossier Boy Brow. I'm going to do the single shadows first. This, oh boy, a glitter. Oh my, okay. Well, we're gonna roll with that. And then for the Z palette singles, let's see. First one that I touch is this one, which is MAC Sable. And then for eyeliners, eyes closed, we're going to go with the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. This is going to be one hell of an interesting look today, folks. Moving on to lip products, I've actually changed up everything. This is like lipsticks, like full color products, and then in here is my not my glosses, my balms and my lip liners. I'm going to pull one thing from each bag just so we can get through things at a quicker rate. So up first is the balm and lip liner bag. Eyes are closed. First thing is the GlossierBalm.com. Alright, and then moving on to full color lip products. Eyes are closed. First thing is Melanie Mills Lip Radiance. And this is in the shade Pop My Cork. Man, I'm gonna look like a hot fucking mess today. Okay, so next up we've got blushes, bronzers, and highlights. I don't want to separate these, so eyes are closed. Gonna move them around a bit. Eyes are closed. For highlight, we are going to be using Moonstone Glossier Halo Scope. Okay, gonna move everything around again. And for bronzer, we're going to use the Physicians Formula Happy Booster. Now we've just got blushes. And first one, Benefit Rockateur. Alright, so for powder, I'm going to be using this Hourglass Ambient Lighting powder because I used the Laura Mercier one yesterday. I am going to be using the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I just don't have it here right now. So, eyes are closed. First thing. Okay, I'm actually not going to use this today because I specifically want to see if this and this oxidize it. So I'm going to be taking that one out. I should have done that beforehand. Eyes are closed. Jouer Matte Moisture Tint. Okay. And then for priming options, we've got the Glossier. But not the Glossier. Wow, this is the MAC Fix Plus. So this is what I'm working with today. This is the weirdest mishmash of shit I've ever seen. Hopefully this turns out okay. See you guys in a few. So this is the completed face. Again, I'm looking rather shiny, and I chalk that up to the fact that this has little tiny glitter particles in it, like itty bitty ones, and also because of this. Every single time I use this, I end up looking really, really shiny. So I ended up using the glitter underneath my lower lash line just a tiny, tiny bit. I really, really love the color of Sable. This is beautiful color. I actually really like Moonstone. It's a lot more subtle than I originally thought it was going to be. This I'm not so hot on. The color just doesn't look right on me, and also it kind of leaves my lips feeling a little bit funny. So we'll see how this wears throughout the day. But this is the face. Look at me. I am oily. I am greasy. And where I heavily powdered because I was oily and greasy, I have oxidized. It's not really showing up on camera, but in person, it looks like I have blush right here, right here, right here, and right here, and right here. So, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to this. I will. Oh, and speaking of saying goodbye to things, let's do a review and a reckoning for today's makeup. This is what I was using right off the bat. I know that I'm not going to keep this. It didn't feel that right on my lips. The color was pretty patchy, and also it kind of like made those little noodly worms of dead skin. Not a fan. So getting rid of the Lip Radiance by Melanie Mills. I'm also going to be getting rid of the MAC Prep and Prime. It just makes me look super shiny. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder and Dim Light. Sorry, buddy, but you're leaving. This Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the anti-aging one, I am going to return this to Sephora. I bought it a few days ago. My eyeshadow has creased hella, and I did not put any foundation on my eyes. So this is going to be returned. This has stood up pretty well, so I'm going to be keeping the Smashbox X-Rated Mascara. I really like the Glossier Moonstone Halo Scope. It's a little bit more in your face than the Quartz one, but I still like it, so I'm keeping that. MAC Sable is absolutely freaking gorgeous, and it does really well on its own, so I am keeping that. This, I'm keeping it. It's a good glitter. It's not too chunky. I appreciate it. I'm keeping the Physicians Formula Happy Booster. I'm gonna have to repress it pretty soon anyway. The tattoo liner did really well for me. I just very lightly put it on my upper lash line, so I'm gonna keep that. Benefit Rockateur blush is staying. The Jouer thing, I'm not gonna keep it. Too shiny, and I don't like the glitter particles in it. I'm keeping the Glossier Balm.com and Glossier Boy Brow and Glossier Stretch Concealer. This is the stuff that I'm keeping out of today's face, and my discard bucket is getting bigger and bigger every day, and this is going to be returned tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is buy the NARS Pro Prime, which seems to work pretty well for me. Well, that's all we've got for today. I will see you guys tomorrow with a new face o' makeup.